Thank you guys for being so patient. Hi, Grace. Good morning. Hi, Nia. Rich Rising. Elisa. Good morning. Sia. Adria. Grand Rising. Hi, Alex. Rahana. Hi. I really wanted to make sure. Hi, Nick. Good morning. I really wanted to make sure I did today because today's gonna be the last day that we do it on a Sunday. Everything else will be on a Monday. So I really wanted to make sure that I got it together. And luckily, we were able to get it somewhat together. So exciting times. I'm so excited. What we're gonna do today, I just want to do a check-in, see how everybody's feeling first and foremost. So let me know how you're doing, how your week has been since our last meetup on Wednesday, and if there's anything you want to celebrate or share, let me know in the chat how your heart is. And then we're gonna do a 3-card pull for the energy of this week, and then a quick little guided meditation. Okay? I'm so excited. I genuinely am like so happy to see y'all. If you see me leaning forward and you can't see me, I'm literally leaning forward to my laptop. But on the recording, you'll see everything, okay? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing. Okay, perfect. And I might ask for just a bit more engagement. Normally we're really good at this, but because I can't tell if it's like the Wi-Fi or not, just like, you know, send little hearts or something just so that I know that it's working. Yeah, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we're good to go. Oh, I'm so happy you're excited about life this morning, Grace. That's amazing. That is so beautiful. Jack! You made it after all. Yes, 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 yes. And I had left a message like on social media. I was trying to get it out to you guys, and then like my email wasn't even working either. But I was able to get the email up today too. So I was like, hopefully people see it. So I wanted to give some time for people to like kind of like come in and everything like that, just in case. But yes, I'm feeling abundant and wealthy. Oh my gosh, yes, I love that. Feeling good this week. I perfected my matcha recipe. Oh my goodness, Sia, you have to share that with me. You know I'm a matcha girly. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. Didn't think you were going to make it. Saw your message on Patreon. Yes, Aisha, I did. I posted it on Patreon, Instagram, and then in the Lotus Living Group on Insight Timer, just to be safe because I just didn't want you guys to show up and I'm not there. Like I'm, you know, the no-show thing is not me. Like I'll always try to reach y'all the best way that I could. But I spoke to the hostess this morning and she redid the Wi-Fi. It's still not great in my room, but it's good out here. So I decided just to move everything out here so that way we can at least do the card reading. Um, yeah, since Wednesday, I'll be traveling back to the States. We're going to do our midweek tapping on Thursday. I just didn't want to go that long without a session. So I really wanted to make sure I showed up today. Okay? Oh, yeah, I'm in Curaçao right now. Hi, Priscilla. How are you? I'm in Curaçao right now. I'm living with my sister, my best friends. Two of them are out at an ATV excursion. I don't drive, so that wasn't really up my alley. And then my sister and my other best friend are downstairs right now doing a whole photo shoot. They look so cute. I wish I could show you guys, but, you know, give them their privacy. But yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm in Curaçao. Every year I come to Curaçao, normally to host a retreat. But this year we decided to do a girls trip, give ourselves a break from the hustle and bustle of planning a retreat and prepping for one and teaching. So literally after today, do you hear the birds? Literally after today, I am just relaxing, just hanging out, enjoying myself. We went out to dinner last night. It was really nice. I plan to go to the pool. We're going to walk over to the beach. All good stuff. So yes. Thank you, Kelly. Yeah, Curacao is beautiful. And I have a little island drink. I do not drink at all, but this is kombucha. It's called Happiness Kombucha. Love it. So it's Happiness Kombucha with, there's like a little shot that I take called a bliss bottle. So it's like half of that is in there. And then I think it's ginger and soursop with some ice. But I put it in a little champagne glass because I love fancy glasses. Like, just because I don't drink doesn't mean I don't want to be fancy. You know what I mean? So, cheers to all of us. Cheers. This is so necessary because it is literally so hot right now. Yes. Yeah. Oh no, no. They're like doing photo shoot. So one of my girlfriends is like a mom blogger. So she like is talking about the perspective of being a mother, but also like living her life, you know, and not just being obsessed with her children, but also being obsessed with herself. So she's getting content. My sister is just supporting us. She just usually is in the background, like she's a very low key kind of girly, but she's getting in front of the camera, and I love that for her. Yes, you have a wild berry flavor. Oh, Nick, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just relaxing. I did a meditation this morning. I've been tapping every night too. So I either hop on one of the tapping times. I've been doing like the 7:17 a.m. one as much as I could, or I'll just tap on my own. But what I've been doing for my birthday, since my birthday is coming up literally in a couple of weeks, which is so exciting, I've been just giving myself extra care. So I don't know if people also go through this, but for me, Libra season is really hard for me most years, because it's the closing of a chapter, closing of a cycle, and it took me some time to realize the pattern. But like I used to really suffer through Libra season. There's a few seasons where I'm just like, oh, I'm down for the count. I'm down for the count. But this year, a lot of things have shifted. A lot of seasons that I thought would be hard for me were in fact very nourishing, and then the ones that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna breeze through it, I'm just like, ah, what's going on? So for Libra season, just to make sure that I had the support that I needed, I just doubled up on my self care. So I've been doing my guided meditations in the morning, journaling, EFT, and breath work, and yoga, and still doing some workouts. It's not gonna be a forever thing. It's really up until my birthday, just so that I can enter it with as much happiness and bliss as possible. And I know in order for me to do that, I really do need to like take extra care of myself. So my self-care is on 1,000 for the next couple of weeks, which is great. Honestly, I've really been enjoying it. It's been giving me a lot of time to process the information as my solar year is coming to a close. It's nice for me to like get to a space where I can just process, you know, without being overwhelmed by it. Let's see, this Libra season, I'm realizing that I'm way too caught up in my idea of justice and fairness. Ooh, Grace. Yes, I love that. Thank you. I do feel fully relaxed, Jack. Thank you for thinking that of me. I need this minus the 6 weeks. Oh my goodness, yeah. So I just revamped on that. I just was like, you know what? I need to make sure that when I go into my birthday, I've done all that I could to support myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, so that I can really enjoy it. I don't have any real plans for my birthday, to be honest. This is probably part of my birthday celebration, and then I'll be traveling the weekend of my birthday to go to Arizona for my nephew's like football game. So in between that, and then like literally the next week is my sister's birthday. So I'm hoping to do like a day trip to Sedona. We don't really know, but I'm like, regardless of what the plan is on my birthday itself, I would love to just walk into that day, into 34, like just feeling really centered, grounded in my truth, understanding who I am to the best of my ability. So that's what the plan is, essentially. There we go. But yes, so I'm so happy. Most of us are feeling really good. And if you're not feeling too good, I hope that by the end of the card reading, you get some clarity on how to move throughout the upcoming week. And with the meditation, you'll feel a little bit more centered. And ultimately, you'll have a better outcome, even if you came into the Lotus Hour not feeling too hot. You know what I mean? So let's shuffle these cards. You know, I'm using my tried and true, the Moonology deck. Love this deck down. As I told you guys, this is my first Oracle deck I ever had. It's almost 10 years old, which is wild when you really think about it. Like, really, really wild. I have such a grateful heart right now. I'm just looking at all the beautiful flowers everywhere, the coconuts in the trees. My girl's over here looking absolutely stunning in her bathing suit. She looks phenomenal. Look at all the beautiful villas, the clouds in the sky. Even though there's a storm brewing, it looks so beautiful. And hopefully after the live, you guys can check out the email I just sent out, because I talk about the insight I got on the plane ride here about how you can fly over storms and just what it takes to be able to do that. So it's a really good Lotus lesson for the week. I really enjoyed it. When I had it, I was like, I have to send it to you guys immediately. But I'm taking it all in. I'm just like, wow. There's a song from Victoria Monet called The Greatest. She just put out a new project, and she literally talks about how she's done all this work, all this self-reflection, all this healing work, right? Working through her traumas, learning to love, learning to forgive, learning to embrace her karma. And as she's doing it, she's realizing that she's living such a good life. She's living such a great life, right? And I love that for her. I just think it's absolutely amazing. Courtney, hi. There we go. You guys should be able to see me. No? Can you guys not see me? Oh, turn the camera around. Okay, hold on one second. Let me show you guys. Wait. Let's see if I can unhook it. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can. Can you guys see? Ah. Nay, do you mind closing the door? I know. Can you guys see it? My hands are like a little shaky. The clouds look a little cloudy. Yeah, they just can pick up. Y'all can see my sister's walking down. But yeah, that's the pool over there. And then, yeah, the beach is back there. It's beautiful. Like all the vegetation, everything. But yeah. I mean, people in the replay are not going to be able to see this, but catch the lives. You never know what you're going to get, right? Okay. Perfect. So you guys are all there with me. Yes, you need a vacation terribly. You know, it's so funny. The week before this vacation was absolutely beautiful. Like, it was literally such a good week. Oh goodness, hold on. It was such a good week. It kind of took me aback a little bit, if I'm being honest with you, of like how good it was. Everything was so easeful, so beautiful. I do attribute it to like the influx of self-care, if I'm being honest with you. But it was just so peaceful. Like, I wasn't anxious getting here. You know, like normally when you have a vacation, you're just like, oh man, like let it wrap up. I'm ready to get to my vacation. You know what I mean? And I just breezed through the week. It was so wonderful. Like, everything about the week felt good. Working with my clients in person felt good. Teaching on live. I just moved through it to the best of my ability. And I was really proud of myself for not pushing the limits or making myself feel like, feel anxious about what I knew was going to come. I knew I was going to go to a space where I'd be with my loved ones. I'd be in my favorite place. The frequency in Curaçao is high as well too, because it's literally called the Island of Healing. So it's almost as soon as you touch down, you feel like this weight lifted from you. So I knew that all of these things were going to be happening for me, and it just made me like really grateful, you know? So I enjoyed every single moment of it. But yes, if you're not in vacation mode yet, hopefully this video will inspire you to get into vacation mode. And remember too, you don't have to like go away to an island, go on vacation, by the way. Like, there are different things you can do, like in your city. You can do a staycation. I like to do a vacation, but like, I'm bae, you know what I mean? And I'm just in my home, enjoying my home that I pay for. You know, like sometimes you just need to be in your own space, enjoying the amenities of the space. So all of that. Yeah, I really am. They do. They have their own. The blue Curaçao is literally their own alcohol. But yeah, it's so beautiful, right? I know. I love Curaçao so much. And hopefully with the content that I'll be able to get, I'll get like some visuals for guided meditations, things like that. So I'm still doing a little bit here and there. Like, today's a bit of a content creation day, but then the rest of the time, I'm just hanging out, enjoying life. But yes, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to think about whatever it is you need clarity on for this upcoming week. We just finished eclipse season. So bring whatever you need to bring to mind. Okay? Oh, snap. One thing wow. Already got a card. Let it come to mind. I'll do the same for me. Did we have, oh, okay. It came quickly. Okay, here's our 3 cards for the week. That came so quickly. Oh, wow. Okay. The first one we have is Surrender to the Divine. It's a full moon. I'll show you guys here so you guys can see it first. And then absolutely beautiful. Surrender to the Divine. This is a huge deal. We are often... So something I was reading in The Artist's Way recently was about the understanding of like self-sabotage and how technically that's not a thing. Like, the self itself, like self with a capital S, where we're talking about the divine's included in that self, doesn't sabotage at all. It's always in flow. It's embracing the journey. It's enjoying life, right? So it's always in a state of surrender because it understands that surrender allows for more flow. Surrender allows for more space to be had so that you can move through whatever it is that you're going through. And when I was thinking about that, I'm like, wow, if I reframe that language of like, I'm not self sabotaging, but instead I'm surrendering. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm allowing the self to surrender. What would that do for me and my confidence? And immediately it just took this, it just gave me this deep relief of, wow, I'm not messing up my life when I don't do these certain things the way that I feel like I should do them to get certain results, right? It allowed me to feel like, okay, I'm doing something and the universe is saying, you need to surrender that. And it's coming out like sabotage, right? It's coming out like shit's not working out, but really and truly it's like, no, let that go. Let that idea go, the belief, the habit, the person, the place, whatever it is. Why don't you just give that to me? Give that to me. I know what to do with it. And then you go ahead and embrace the clarity that comes after that relief. And everything about that just feels really good and allows me to feel really safe, not only in my body, but also just in the way that I'm living life. I don't think that I'm making mistakes anymore. I just understand that it's an invitation from source to collaborate, to co-create. Like, hey, maybe the reason why you feel like you're messing this up is because like that's my job. I actually have the skill set to handle that. So if you just pass that over, you won't feel like you're messing up anymore. You won't feel like you're making mistakes. And then you can again be able to live the beauty in this life. So it's so interesting that I got that insight yesterday, and then we pulled this card of surrender to the divine, because I feel like this is for everyone. You know what I mean? Like allowing yourself to just release these limiting beliefs that we put on ourselves, like, oh, I self-sabotage all the time, or I'm always messing up, I'm always making mistakes. And it's not in the pursuit of being perfect, because I'm never preaching perfection. You know, quite often I'm preaching the complete opposite. I'd rather you be a mess because there's lessons in that, you know? But embracing the understanding that life is truly beautiful at all times. Even in the grief, even in the heartache, there is some type of beauty. Because in the grief is because you've loved something so much, right? That means that there was something beautiful there, right? We don't necessarily love things that we consider to be undesirable or ugly, right? You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about like physicality. I'm talking about like energy wise, you know? So just thinking about that as you move forward this week, like, what do I think I self-sabotage on? And what happens if I replace the word sabotage with surrender and allow myself just to give that to the universe? I also think it's a gentler way of cutting cords, especially if people feel like they're very connected to places or things and like you're kind of getting your energy drained. Surrendering could be a really great activity and practice for you to embrace during October, because again, it's a very mystical time of the month. The veil is thinning. We're getting more and more downloads each and every day. The angels, the ancestors, the spirits, all of them want to work with us alongside us. So leaning into that through surrendering is going just to give you exactly what you need to not only close out this year of 2024, but also to embrace the upcoming year in 2025, okay? So surrender to the divine. All right, second card that we pulled is in reverse, so you guys know when it's in reverse, it's about us, what we got to work on internally. And it's a full moon in Libra. Now, I want to go back, but I know I can't. Someone was talking about how Libra season is about them redefining grace, redefining what justice and fairness is. So a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Check that out. Look at the purple, the abundance there. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. What a really pretty card. And that's in reverse. So that's the understanding too. However you frame this is going to be a win-win for you. It might be a slow win, it might be a fast win, but it's still going to be a win. So continue to allow yourself to embrace that energy. You know, again, every time I'm like, I'm taking in information, I'm reading, I'm meditating, and the clear response I get back is that life is ultimately really good. And I know it's easy for me to say that sitting in like a beautiful island on vacation, right? It's like, okay, girl, of course life is good. Like, it is good right now. But I'm talking about the moments where I'm like, you know, in my home, sipping some tea, and it's a quiet morning, or my niece and my nephew are like literally smothering me in hugs. Those are good moments in life too, right? When I'm walking down the street and I see a beautiful flower that's in my neighborhood, You know, like these are all beautiful moments that we can embrace. And I want us to understand that win-win mentality is super important for us to cultivate. Ultimately, you are a winner in life, right? You are winning at life. One, because every single day that you are breathing and that you are alive, that is a win, first and foremost. Every single time that you smile, that you laugh, that you have an aha moment, that you connect with someone or you resonate with somebody. These are win-win moments, and we need to internalize that. That is why this card is in reverse. It's to help us internalize the understanding that we are winners by nature. We are allowed to see ourselves successful, to see ourselves thriving, but we won't be able to really embrace it and sustain it in the outward physical world if we do not have the mentality fortified within us. So ultimately, how can you forecast a win-win mindset moving forward? So for this week, as you move through the ups and the downs that are going to come, really lean in and ask yourself, how can I expect a win-win? What needs to shift for that to happen? Do I need to change my mindset, a belief? Do I need to, call on a mentor, get more support here? What can you do to start to cultivate that winner's mindset internally? For me, one thing I can definitely share I've been doing is for the month of October, I've been saying my ancestors' names. It's a hoodoo practice. For most part, you're supposed to say your ancestors' name when you pray. But every now and then, I might just say a few here and there, you know. But I've been saying every single ancestors. Normally, what we do in our practice is that we will say like ancestors known and unknown, right? Because that kind of covers everybody. It's almost like a cheat sheet, if you will. But I've been saying every single person's name, and by the time I get to the third person's name, there's a big smile on my face, right? So you can have a mindset where it's like, dang, all these people have passed away that I know, right? That I've loved, that I've had some type of relationship with. My mom has had a relationship with, whatever the case is. And that makes me really, really, really sad, right? That is one perspective to have, and it's a very valid one because you miss these people, because you love these people. But recently, I've been saying their names and being filled with so much joy because I still feel their love and their presence, though they're not physically with me. Their energy covers me. And just by invoking their name, just by saying their name, I am living my life with them by my side, in my heart, covering my body, moving me forward throughout the day. And it really is just a simple perspective shift that gave me a win-win mindset, as opposed to, dang, I lost so many people. Because I'm listing about 20 people every morning. People that raised me, that were parent figures, elders. And now I'm just like, dang, all y'all with me all the time? That's amazing. Like, I'm really in awe. So I want us to have those subtle shifts as we move throughout this week of, what can I do to forecast a win-win? As opposed to looking at it like, oh my God, it's gonna be so frustrating every single time I go there. Let me pause and remember that I'm a co-creator with universe. Remember that I'm a co-creator in my life, that I have some type of influence and authority over what it is that I can navigate, what it is that I can align myself to. And then I'm gonna choose to align myself to the things that feel really good. And just see what happens. Maybe I can only do it once. Maybe I'm able to do it a few more times. Maybe I'm barely doing it. But at least try and see what happens. See what shifts occur. It's simple things. Remember, it's not complicated things that are going to get you the biggest results. It's the simple things in life that can get you that win-win mentality. Meditating every morning for 20 minutes is a win for me. I feel so proud of myself when I'm done. Making up my bed, I feel so incredibly proud of myself. These are simple things. These are not complex things. But I want us to lean into that this week, okay? And then our final card is actually the card of the box, which is a blue moon. And it says, believe in the impossible. And I love this because the trees symbolize wisdom. They can symbolize ancestry. And as you can see, the moon is above it, illuminating that wisdom, letting you know that, like, the impossible is true too. A lot of people have the saying of, like, are we out of the woods yet? Like, are we out of danger? This can also be symbolized in the card as well, where you are out of it. You're actually above it, right? And you're able to really see it for what it was, which was lessons, which was a way for you to build sustainability, to build endurance, a way for you to really allow life to bless you by reminding you of the skill sets, of talents, and gifts that you inherently have, and giving you an opportunity to use them, because quite often we don't. Quite often, we do not use our gifts, our skill sets, our talents. We do not use our passion. We do not lean into our purpose unless our back is against the wall and then we're in that fight, flight, freeze, fawn mode, right? And for many of us, we might fight for our passions. For many of us, we might leave a situation so that we can actually embrace our passions. Maybe we might finally fawn over ourselves and get ourselves, build up our confidence so that we can lean into our passions and our purpose, right? Or maybe we might have a moment of stillness and freeze and be like, yeah, I can't continue to live life like this. I'm gonna have to switch it up, like immediately, right? Again, perspective shifts. These are technically, technically these are trauma responses, but we're able to shift things however we need to for us to have the experience that we need for our lives. Does that make sense? So believe in the impossible. In the word itself, it says, I'm possible. You are possible. You are literally a walking miracle. If you really understood the science of what it took for you to get here, to be alive, how you needed the sperm and the egg to come together at the exact moment for you to exist, you would understand just how wonderful and magical you actually are. It would immediately erase all self-doubt, all criticism, all judgment of if you're worthy enough to be here and experience life. Because so much had to divinely happen at the exact best time for you to exist. So you are possible. And if you're possible, the things within you are possible. Your dreams, your desires, they too are possible. They are able to be expressed. Now the question is, are you going to let them be expressed? Are you going to allow them to be lived out? Hopefully you do. Hopefully this inspires you, it gets you excited. Hopefully it does. I know it does for me too. And I really do feel that way about every single person. Like, it took so much for you to just exist. You might as well enjoy that existence for as long as you have it, because we don't have it forever. So do what you can to embrace it. And in the moments where you're just kind of like, low, I hear you, but I'm just not there yet. See if you can lean into that ebb a bit more. See if you can slow down a bit. Tap into your sense of recovery and see what that will provide you. But ultimately, believe you are possible. Believe in the impossible and just see what life presents you. Sometimes we don't realize how simple it is because we are so caught up in things that are not even real or things that have passed that no longer have to influence us. But you can ask yourself or ask the universe, God, source, whoever you want to, a question every day. One thing that this TikToker I saw that she does at night before she goes to sleep, she literally tells the universe, like, I'm so excited to see how sweet you make life tomorrow. And then she goes to sleep. And then she literally is waking up with that mindset of looking for that sweetness in her life. Right? For me, I like to tell the universe, like, I know you can give me expected and unexpected blessings. Like, show up and show out. Really, like, dazzle me. You know what I'm saying? Like, really wow me. I want to be wowed, universe. And these things allow for the universe to do its thing. You could say, God, bless me. Remind me that I am not only a blessing, but that I can bless others, right? And that I am blessed. Show me that in my day to day. Sometimes it's as simple as, today, God, I want to see the beauty in this world. I want to see life through your eyes, or I want to see people for their higher selves. And setting that intention by asking that question or making that statement really can shift your entire day. These are simple things that we all can do and that we can all put into practice and strengthen our ability to cultivate our existence to be one that is more enjoyable for us, okay? So those are our 3 cards. Again, we have surrender to the divine, okay? A win-win is forecast, full moon in Libra. That fairness and justice needs to be redefined by you focusing on yourself first, right? And then believe in the impossible. Believe that you are possible and the things that you desire are also possible for you to experience. All right? I am going to read through the comments really quickly. There we go. Yes, I have the skill set to handle it. You do. Hi, Kieran. Thank you so much. Yes, there's a lot of relief in all of that. Yes, Michelle K, I agree. Replace sabotage with surrender. Yes, 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 yes. I know, I know. This very moment is precious and beautiful to me as I'm learning and healing in community. Yes, It's very cathartic. Yes, Rahana. Like when we start to put things into perspective, it changes everything. Of like, wow, sometimes I forget that you guys are all over the world. Like y'all on different continents, in different countries. Hell, I'm in a different country right now. Like, I'm really just sitting here like, wow. And because of my phone and my laptop, I just think I get to be with you guys. This is something that would take time. On the flight over here, it takes 4 hours to get here from New York City. And I'm just like, that's literally, if we cut that in half, I'm literally on live with you guys throughout the week, the same amount of time as it took me to get to Curaçao. But yet I'm touching and connecting with people all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a perspective shift. I was just sitting there like, wow, this is like about the average amount of time when I'm teaching, give or take a few minutes. I'm just like, we really do live in magical times. I know we think like tech is maybe more science-based than we think, than like, it is magical, but there is some type of magic to this, that we're communicating, that we're connecting, and many of us have not even met in person yet. But we're having legitimate heart-to-heart conversations. We are collectively healing ourselves, but also giving our loving energy to other people in the chat. Many of you guys only know each other by your icons. Like, these are big deals that I just want us to just be aware of, Yes, how can I expect a win-win? That could be a simple question to ask the universe, ask God in the morning, like, look, how can I expect a win-win? And then just sit there for a moment and see what comes to you. Maybe you might get an image, or a scent might come to mind for you to look up, or you might see like a bird go across the sky, and that's your answer to look up what the bird means, a symbolization. The universe always answers your questions. God, source, divine, whoever you call on to, always answers your questions. Always, like literally all the time. But are you focused enough to see the answers? A lot of us are very, very distracted just by the worries, the self-projections. All these things are blocking us, but there are answers all the time. And sometimes it's quite funny how many answers there are. When you really lock in, you're just like, oh, you're like really always talking to me. Like, oh snap, like all the time. You're always talking to me all the time in the simplest of ways, right? Let me keep going. Ancestors chartered jet to Curaçao. And I want to say how true that is, because the flight number was 1111. And it's 1111 every single year we go to Curaçao. Every single year. Every single year. We've been doing it for 4 years. Every single year. And we don't go on the same dates. We go on the same month, but we don't go on the same dates. We get the exact same plane every single time to fly to the island of healing during the ancestral month of the year. And every time we leave, we come back and we feel rejuvenated. I mean, my people might say like, oh, this was a coincidence. I call it synchronicity, okay? Blue Moon, believe in the possible. Bless you. Yes, you are already a miracle. You are. Rahana, Jack, I feel that. I'm so grateful that universe brought me into this aligned space with like-minded people, with Lotus. I love you, Amy, who is so inspired, caring, and intentional with her life and what she brings to this space. It's like a pinch me moment. Amy, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that more than I can express. Thank you. Yes, bless you. Huge mindset to expect blessings and wins versus hardship and struggle. Yeah. I mean, because ultimately, when you really think about it, like, okay, if I'm expecting to lose all the time, if I'm expecting to lose a friendship or like lose a job or create some type of struggle, what if I expected the opposite? And then what would happen? Worst case scenario, you're still going through things that you're going through, but you have a better mindset about it. That's the worst case scenario. Is that you're still going through what you're going through already. You just have an elevated mindset, which would inevitably change what you're going through. Oh my goodness, there was something that happened this week. It's in my journal, and I'm trying to think if I can remember it. But it was something that I normally would be upset about. Oh, okay. So I was trying to get some extra hours with my clients, you know, working with them. And they had given me like an extra 4 hours on Friday. And I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I'll work with your kids. We'll be great, whatever. And then I was so tired though. And I'm like, oh, I would really like just to go home and go to sleep. But let me, you know, stay focused. My Capricorn stellium came out of like, girl, you have a goal to hit every week of what you need to make. So just, you know, thug it out and you'll be fine. And you're going to be able to rest in Curaçao for 4 days. You'll be fine. So I'm talking myself through it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's like, yeah, I won't like to go to sleep. It's fine. The universe really felt what I said, right? Even though I logically talked myself out of it, I felt like I need to go home and go to sleep and rest because I'm tired. And sure enough, maybe like an hour later, they're like, hey, we're actually super, super tired from our trip. Can we reschedule for like next week? Right? And at first, I'm like, oh man, I'm losing out on money. Right? That's like the first thing that comes up. Right? But then I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, no, the money's going to come back. It'll figure its way out. I'm not too stressed out about that. But I am happy that I get to go home early and rest. And when I got home, I was able to do everything I needed to do before getting on the flight. I was able to do my yoga, my workout. Like, I was able to really prepare myself for the travel of getting here. And I had such a smooth experience getting here. And I could have looked at that as a loss of money, right? And then what happens? I get an email from them. They're like, okay, so we're going to reschedule for next week. So I'm still getting the money. I needed the rest. And the universe felt that and made a way. Initially, it looked like it was going to be a problem. It looked like it was going to be an issue for me. But ultimately, it was a blessing. Because again, everything works out for me. Everything always works out in my favor. It may take some time. The universe might have to switch things up a little bit, but everything works out for me. I was in such a good mood. Like, we drove from Philadelphia to New York City. When I say we, I was up supporting my sister. My sister drove. We drove from Philly to New York City. Then from New York City straight to Curaçao. From Curaçao, from the airport, straight to the villa. Like, I was up for a very long time. And I was happy the entire time. And things just continued to work out as I got to the airport. We were able to like essentially kind of cut the lines. Everyone that worked at the airport was so sweet and so kind, which I think a lot of us who travel we know notoriously that they are not maybe the friendliest people because they're exhausted most of the time. Everyone was so sweet. They were leaning and helping. A random stranger helped me get my suitcase where I needed it to be. Everything, my flight changed, my seat changed, and I was able to get like more room. Like everything just was lining. I got a free muffin from the airport. Like all these different things just lined up the way that they needed to, so beautifully, off of one thing that I thought was a loss. Me having that extra time to take care of myself gave me so much more in the long run than me losing out on the money that initially I didn't really lose out on, because I'll be doing that next week after being fully refreshed, which means that when I'm working with that family now, I'm going to even be in a higher frequency to give more to help those children in their emotional wellness. So, but I could have never foreseen that. You see what I mean? Like, just give yourself some space to let the universe do what it does. Yes. Worst case scenario, mindset change will still help get through. Yes. Ultimately, everything works out in your favor. Yes. Yes. Free muffin, courtesy of the universe. Yes. And it was an interesting muffin. The muffin, the way it tastes is not the point, but I'm also particular about pastries. But ultimately, which is all very, very beautiful. And I wanted to share in this energy that I'm experiencing right now with you all. I felt like it was super important for me to do. And again, the universe found a way to make it happen, to make it so. So what we're going to do now is a quick meditation. And let me know which card resonated with you the most. Excuse me. We have surrender to the divine. A win-win outcome is forecast in reverse. And then we have believe in the impossible. Let me know what card really resonated with you before we jump into our meditation. And I'm going to take a sip of my kombucha. I know, right? I gotta watch my mouth when I speak about the universe. Believe in the impossible. Yeah. I think for me, my favorite card was the win-win is a forecast. Forecast a win-win because, yeah, I've been really leaning into like winner's mindset. I even did some research. I was following this neuroscientist that specializes in winner's mentality. I'm like, the things you can study is just so crazy. And he talks about how when you set yourself up for wins throughout your day, it actually brings you more confidence. You have more courage, and you have more clarity. It actually helps the brain to comprehend things more when you win. So setting yourself up for wins throughout your day is a big deal. It gives you a dopamine hit in a great way. So doing small things like setting it up and reframing it as a win, like I made up my bed, that's a win, check. Right? I washed dishes, that's a win, check. I took a shower, that's a win, check. You know, I did my hair, that's a win, check. I put on an outfit, I really like my outfit, that's a win, check. So reframing it actually tells the brain like, oh, we win, and then you expect more wins and you actually get more wins. It creates like this avalanche effect in the brain. So it's something that is so interesting to me that we pull this card too. Again, little downloads I was getting all throughout the week coming together in this moment while we're in community is just chef's kiss. It's wonderful. Yes. Believe in the impossible. I really like the combination. Yes. Hi, Bridget. Believe in the impossible resonate with me. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. The combination is chef's kiss. Courtesy of Source, Universe, God, whoever you call on to in your need. Yes, the download folder is filling up, and I'm grateful for it. Okay, let's get into our meditation. And we have a beautiful soundtrack. We have the soundtrack of Curaçao today, which is so wonderful. So you'll be taking in the sound of the breeze, the trees moving, the birds chirping and singing their beautiful songs to each other. Allow yourself just to be in the moment. You can close your eyes if that feels good. If it doesn't feel good, soften your gaze. Just allow yourself to focus inward right now. Allow yourself to be present in this moment. Maybe notice how your breath is. Notice if it's short and shallow, or if you're taking deep inhales. Not to judge ourselves, just simply to witness our bodies in this moment. How can we allow ourselves to be present right now? Tune inward. And when it feels good for you, take a nice deep inhale, breathing into the lower belly. Expand that breath into the heart space. And I want you to hold at the top of your breath for 3, for 2, 1. Release, let go. And when you get to the end of your exhale, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathing in. Filling up the chest, filling up the back. When you get to the top, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, letting go. Getting to the bottom of that exhale, we hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathing in. Holding at the top. And exhale, letting go. Taking in the information we received from today's reading for the week. Let that energy, let those aha moments, let the words, the insights resonate with you. Matter of fact, direct that energy to cleanse your spirit, cleanse your aura, to bathe you in a winner's mindset, to bathe you in believing in the impossible. Deep inhales, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go. To rewire you to surrender to the divine with more ease, with more grace, with more awareness. Really allow yourself to transform in this moment, to alchemize. Because truly all you need is the awareness, the willingness, and the intention. To rewire your life. To create a new foundation to stand on. What would life look and feel like if you had a winner's mindset? If you knew all you could do is win. And I'm not talking about win at something that's competitive. No, I'm talking about winning at life, where you can look at any situation and know that it worked out in your favor, where you can honor the ebbing and know that it's a time for you to surrender to the divine. And you can honor being in flow to the point that the impossible becomes possible for you. What would that feel like in the body? Maybe you feel your heart expanding. Maybe you notice that your shoulders are dropping back and you have a bit more confidence in your stance, in the way that you're sitting, in your posture. Maybe it's bringing a smile to your face of like, wow, what if I moved through life and everything I did was a win? Everything I did compounded with each other to make my life more beautiful, more easeful, more graceful. What if you allowed yourself to win more in life? Winning by letting go of self-sabotage mindset, letting go of the doubts, the worries, letting go of the people, the places, the things that you've attached yourself to that drain you, letting them go and giving them to source, especially for my tender heart people. You're not leaving them alone out to be lost to the world. You're giving them to source, an energy that is more qualified to help them through their crises, their time of need than you are. And as you do that, you give yourself the relief and you give yourself the chance to replenish your energy, which is replenishing your power. And you need that power to live life. You need that power to win life. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go. Softening into the body, softening into this mindset, letting it seep into the bones on a cellular level that you are a winner. That it is easy for you to surrender. In fact, you enjoy giving things up to source, to God, to your ancestors, whoever you call on to. Because you know that with their wisdom, their knowledge, their insights, everything will be taken care of. You don't have to stretch your mind. You don't have to struggle to make ends meet. You get to sit back, enjoy your life, and watch not only the ends meet, but become a beautiful tapestry. A connection and a collective of your energy and source's energy, of your energy and your loved one's energy, your energy and your genius, your community. It all comes together so beautifully. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go. Give yourself permission in this moment to open your mind and open your heart up to this divine truth. Ultimately, everything works out in my favor. Therefore, I am a winner. And if I am a winner, I need a winner's mindset. I deserve to have a winner's mindset. I get to believe in the impossible, which means that life is magical. Life can be the stuff of my dreams. I am magic. Deep inhale, breathing in. Slow exhale, letting go. Life is beautiful because you are beautiful. Your energy, your being, your existence is an extension of God's beauty. To be beautiful, to be that stunning in your energy, why would it not bring wins? Why would it not align you to be in the best place at the best time with the best people for the best results? How could anything sabotage that? And I know you can feel it in your body, the self-sabotage, that understanding. It's not even making sense anymore. It's dissolving. It's like, what? No, that's not a thing. Because I know how to surrender. And when I surrender, I am successful. Let it sink in, let it marinate with you. Let it bring joy to your body, bliss, peace. Let it warm your spirit. Let it expand your mind. Let the love overflow from the heart space. Breathe in and exhale. Know that in your success, you are safe. In your surrender, you are safe. In your satisfaction, in your sweetness, you are safe. You don't have to carry any of the weight any longer. The universe will carry you. God, source, divine, ancestors will carry you. Will carry it. All is well. I want you to place your hands over your heart space. Left hand first, because it's the receiving hand. Right hand on top. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing into the heart, feeling the heart aura expand. Pull that breath in through the front of the chest. Pull it all the way out through the back. And exhale, soften the shoulders. Deep inhale again, breathing into the heart space. Pulling the breath all the way to the back. And exhale, bring a smile to your face. I'll give you a moment to set your own intention for your week. And when it feels good for you, you can drop your hands by your side. Open your eyes or refocus your gaze. Come back to the space with me. And let me know how you're feeling below, okay? Yes. Hi, Bridget. Yes, little simple things make all the difference. Thank you for the reminder. Of course, of course. I am magic. Birds chirping. Did you hear the confirmation? Yeah, the birds understand. They get it. I know, I heard it. It was amazing. I'm just like, yes. When the birds get it. When I surrender, I am successful. Ashe, yes. In your success, surrender. You are safe. Yes. Thank you, Lotus. This was beautiful. I'm so happy. I feel lighter, centered. Thank you, Lotus. Bridget, you're so welcome. Linda, hi. Beautiful as always, Lotus. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Again, this is a donation-based practice, so if you have it to give financially, you're more than welcome to donate in the live. Also, in the email I sent out, there at the top is all the donation information if you want to donate via Venmo, whatever the case is. There's some options. This allows me to continue to live my life and also celebrate it, okay? I know people were asking about what I want to do for my birthday. I'm having the Lotus Lounge on the 26th, so you guys are more than welcomed. You guys are invited to come out to it and hang out with me for my birthday. It'll be visual too, so we'll be able to see each other and connect and talk and just have fun. I'm looking forward to just having that experience with you all. But yes, if you aren't able to donate financially, do not worry. You can always leave a review. You can listen to a track. You can follow and support the podcast. Lotus Like, I'll drop that in the chat. You can support the YouTube channel, leave comments, things like that. I respond. It takes me some time, but I respond. Okay. And yeah, I love you so much for taking this time out with me. It worked out beautifully. The replay will be available probably in a day or two, depending on the Wi-Fi and how it allows itself to do what it needs to do. But I love you so much, and I thank you for being here with me. I thank you for showing up for yourself and showing up for me. You know, this is a collective. We're in this together. Okay? Yes, the energy feels different to me today, somehow very light. It does. It feels very, like, just beautiful. And like the sun is officially out now, so like everything looks wonderful. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys a little bit more before we go. Hold on. Okay. Let's see if I can get this angle correct. That's the house. I really want to show you over here. Let's see. Like, just so much. The flowers are beautiful. There's just so much color everywhere. A little blue house. But yes. I say all that to say, I hope you have a beautiful week. And I should be sending out an email on Tuesday, but honestly, time will tell. I want to tell you I will because I plan on it and it probably will be written. But if it's going to happen or not, I really don't know. But Thursday morning, we will be having our midweek check-in because I'll be traveling on Wednesday. So Thursday, probably around the same time, like 10/28, since it's my birthday month, we'll do our tap-in. So don't expect Wednesday. I'll put it up in Insight Timer so you can start RSVPing for Thursday if you want to come through. If not, you're more than welcome to watch the replay. And then on Friday, there'll be a new episode out of the podcast, okay? It's so peaceful, right? Yes, I know. It's like you're floating on air. It's the island. It does it to me every single time. Every single time it gets me. Without fail. I'm just sitting here like, I quite often can ask, what is life? But I know that the answer is beautiful. What is life? Life is beautiful. That is life. It could be a series of other things too, for sure. But ultimately, life is beautiful. You know? But yes, I love you all so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for the donations. If you guys want to donate for my birthday, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm going to put out like a wish list too of like just different things. If somebody wants to support, people are asking about gifts and all that really sweet, kind, generous stuff. So I will make sure that probably next week, there'll be like a link if you guys want to support or donate in any way, shape, or form. The membership is open for the garden, so if you guys want to do the private membership, you're more than welcome to do that. I am revamping it so that it could just be a bit more sustainable. But essentially, you're just going to get exclusive access to rituals, ceremonies. You'll get access to certain blogs that have deeper information. More of that mystical mystery school energy will be in the garden for you. So if you're someone that wants to embrace more magic in your life, that's the place to go. The people there are wonderful. Sia has literally just been chef's kiss. Aisha, chef's kiss. Like Stacy, I'm grateful to be able to cultivate a space like that for us, for me to share more of those deeper things. And since it is Hoodoo Heritage Month, you'll be getting a lot more recipes. The deluxe recipe for the sweetener bath will be in there probably by the end of the week because it's a bit more detailed with the ritual and stuff like that. But yeah, just a lot of things are cooking up in my mind for you all. But yes, those are the different ways you can support if you need to, if you want to. I suggest that you do support in some way, shape, or form. It's a beautiful exchange of energy. It keeps both of our vibrations raising up, becoming higher and more elevated. So as you help me and I'm helping you, we are helping the universe remain in alignment so that other people can get their downloads and their insights and their beautiful moments too. Okay? I love you, Stacy. Gail, check out the email that I just sent out. And I DM'd you on Insight Timer too. I hope it went through. That's another story. But it'll have information on there about the membership itself at the bottom of the email. But whenever this next email comes out, there'll be an email specifically for the membership. And it will be organized for you guys, okay? La vida bella. Thank you. It's a beautiful life, right? Yes, please do. Love you all so much. Have a great day. Bye. Thank you so much.